I won't take you through all the technologies, but there are technologies coming that will fundamentally change our lives and will change the world. 3D printing, if you have a printer in your home now where you print paper, when those printers came out, people said that's ridiculous. Nobody will ever have a printer in their home. You'll have the big one in the office. I don't know if any of you worked in an office back in the 90s. You had the giant printer and the printer guy would come out and the printer sales guy would knock on your door and you would crank out lots and lots and it could stack them and it could like sort them and staple them. Who has a printer in their home? Who has more than one? So half the room has more than one, right? So 3D printers will print stuff. It'll be like Star Trek where the guy is like orders the food and it just like makes the food out of nothing, right? If the caster on your chair breaks, if the little grommet on your refrigerator doesn't work, you'll just print it. You won't need to go to the store, right? They're printing food, they're printing body parts, they're printing everything now. There are 7,000 diseases that attack children today, and there's not a cure for any of them. These guys have figured out how to take the DNA, how to edit it, and literally, so your DNA, so DNA is a bunch of proteins, and a bunch of proteins come together, and the DNA makes genes, genes make chromosomes, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really just like these little letters, A, C, T, and G. And so think about a copy machine. When you were young, or well, the not so young people, if you made a copy of a copy of a copy, it was messed up, right? Remember how you do that? So your body replicates itself. Your DNA replicates itself, and over time it gets messy. Like it just gets inaccurate, and the copy of the copy isn't so good. That's where cancer comes from. That's where all these things come from, is you're vulnerable to these diseases. Aging is actually a disease, in my opinion. And these diseases that come from aging, like cancer, they're usually related to age, and they're usually related to your DNA had an error in the replication process, or it was vulnerable somehow. And so they can take it out. They can edit it. They can either clip out the bad part and just put it back together the way you would edit a film, or they can actually recode it. They can actually turn the A back into a C and inject it back into your body, and I'm not making this stuff up, and like it fixes stuff, right? They have cured stuff in little kids in the blood. They're working on this stuff as we speak. You could do, it's called pharmacological testing. You could actually test somebody in advance now and know genetically if that drug's gonna work for them or not, right? Saves a lot of money, saves a lot of time, saves a lot of pain.